Ever wondered why you keep going back to that one coffee shop where the barista always messes up your order, but it feels oddly reassuring, like, at least it's consistent chaos? Or why, after a rough day, you curl up with a sad playlist instead of something upbeat, letting the melancholy wash over you like a warm, familiar blanket? Hey friends, it's me again, your go-to guide for the mind's quirky corners, right here on the channel. Today, we're getting real about why pain feels like comfort, that heartbreakingly human habit that sneaks into our lives and whispers, "Stay with me, I'm all you know." I'll share some raw stories from my own roller coaster, sprinkle in light-hearted laughs to keep it from getting too heavy, and by the end, leave you with hope and a game plan to choose joy over the ache. If you've ever felt this pull, you're not alone. Let's unpack it together and maybe heal a little along the way. Start with me on this. Our hearts and heads are like old friends who finish each other's sentences, even the toxic ones. It's all thanks to something psychologists dub the mere exposure effect. The idea that the more we're around something, the more we like it, even if it's poking us in the ribs. Pain turns comfy because it's the devil we know. The alternative? A scary blank page. Imagine you're in a friendship that's faded to polite texts and cancelled hangouts. It stings every time, but you don't call it quits because, what if no one else gets your weird humour? I lived this with my bestie from high school, Emma. We'd been thick as thieves, but life pulled us apart. She got busy with her new city job. I'd wait by the phone like a lost puppy. The disappointment became my routine, like that one itchy sweater you wear because it's lucky. One night, over virtual wine, I confessed, "It's like pain's my loyal dog, always there, even when it bites." She laughed through tears, admitting the same. We both clung because familiarity feels like love. It's evolution's gift gone wrong. Our cave-dwelling ancestors stuck to familiar paths to avoid saber-tooth surprises. Today, we're doing it with heartbreak, thinking, better this predictable hurt than the wild unknown. And yeah, it's kind of funny how we humanize our misery, like naming our anxiety all reliable and patting it on the back. But let's layer on the science without the snooze. Your body literally throws a party when you endure pain, making it feel rewarding. Cue the endorphins, those natural painkillers that flood your system like confetti at a pity party. Push through a tough hike, and suddenly the view's not the only high. Your brain goes, "Whoa, you're a survivor." It's why people obsess over ultramarathons or binge spicy noodle challenges on TikTok. The burn builds to a euphoric crash that screams, "This discomfort is your superpower." My brother-in-law, Mike, is the king of this. He's a chef, tasting dishes that could melt steel, ghost peppers in everything. "The fire in my mouth? It's passion," he'd say, eyes watering. We tease him at family dinners. "Mike, your taste buds are in therapy." But for real, that rush keeps him hooked. Translate it to life. In a job where your boss nitpicks every email, the stress spikes cortisol, then endorphins kick in post-crisis, making you feel accomplished. I handled it again, you think. I fell into this trap during my early writing days. Deadlines loomed like storm clouds. Sleep was a myth, but finishing a piece? Pure bliss. The exhaustion became my badge. Look how hard I grind. It wasn't sustainable. I burned out hard. Now I see it was my brain doping me up on false comfort, turning pain into a habit I mistook for hustle. Digging deeper, a lot of this roots in our backstory, those childhood blueprints that shape what normal feels like. If growing up meant navigating tension, like walking on eggshells around arguing parents or scraping by financially, then calm can feel downright suspicious. It's like your heart's GPS is set to drama mode by default. My neighbor Lena shared her story over backyard chats. Her home was a whirlwind of dad's temper flares and mom's quiet withdrawals. As a kid, she'd hide in her room, finding solace in the storm's rhythm. Fast forward, and she's in a marriage with the same push-pull. Heated debates, followed by make-up hugs. "It's intense, but it's us," she'd say with a wistful smile. We'd sip lemonade and I'd gently poke. "Lena, you're like a moth to a flame, but what if the light's a cozy lamp instead?" She chuckled, but it sparked something. She's in counseling now, rewriting that script. Experts call it attachment theory. We recreate early pains to fix them, hoping this time we'll get the happy ending. It's poignant, not funny, but here's the humor. It's like reheating the same leftovers every night because at least I know it'll taste meh. In my case, I grew up with a single mom juggling 2 jobs, so scarcity was my shadow. I'd hoard opportunities, even crappy ones, fearing the void. Dating a guy who was emotionally unavailable felt like home. The chase mirrored Mom's endless shifts. Breaking free meant facing the fear head-on. But man, the peace on the other side, worth every tear. Fear of the unknown amps this up to 11. Change isn't just different, it's a leap into what if I fail spectacularly. Pain's got that cozy reliability. It arrives, lingers, and you know how to numb it. Hello, Netflix marathons. Society doesn't help, pushing narratives like no pain, no gain in every motivational reel. My pal Carlos, a musician, embodies the grind myth. He tours in a beat-up van, sleeping on couches, missing his kids' birthdays. The struggle's what makes the music real, he insists at our coffee meetups. We joke, Carlos, your tour bus is basically a pain mobile. Upgrade to first class. But his eyes betray the toll. It's heartbreaking because pain feels like purpose when quiet feels like quitting. Yet, flip the coin. Staying stuck steals your spark. I learned this the hard way after a bad breakup. The loneliness ached, but it was familiar. Better than risking another heart. Shatter, right? Wrong. Stepping out, joining a book club, trying solo travel, hurt at first, like stretching stiff muscles. But slowly, new comforts bloomed. Laughter without strings, connections that didn't demand blood. So, how do we rewrite this? It starts with gentle awareness. Catch yourself mid-ache and whisper, is this comfort or just old news? Track patterns in a journal. Why does this tension feel safe? Lean on your tribe. Vent to a friend who'll say, you deserve better than this rerun. Baby steps rule. Ditch one pain anchor, like unfollowing that ex's socials or saying no to overtime. Reward the shift. Treat yourself to a bubble bath or that book you've eyed. Neuroplasticity is your ally. Brains rewire with repetition, so feed it new feels. I've done it. Post. Burnout. I set joy boundaries. No more all-nighters. Yes to sunset walks. The quiet was eerie at first, like missing a heartbeat. Now, it's my sanctuary. You're capable of this too. Pain's a teacher, not a tenant. There, heart's a bit lighter? If this resonated, like the video, it means the world. Share your pain to comfort tales in the comments. Let's build a community of breakthroughs. Subscribe for more soul-stirring talks. Hit the bell. And remember, real comfort hugs back without the hurt. What's one ache you're eyeing the door for? Spill it below. Thanks for letting me in. You're amazing. Catch you soon.